to another pocket project. Today I'm making my baggy envelope. I've made these previously in the past and I loved them, and I've never got round to making any more. So I want to make one to put into my inspiration journal, and then I want to make a couple more. I know there's only one here, but I want to make a couple more to have in my stash. Basically all you need is a paper bag, and it can be one that you've made, it could be one that you've purchased, one that you've got leftover stash to recycle. You could use vellum, anything that makes up a bag shape. Alright, you will also need an envelope, and an envelope that matches the width of your bag. Now my envelope is a touch wider than the bag itself. Now I'm not worried about that. And with this one, the envelope is a touch smaller than the paper bag. Again, I'm not worried about that. But if you can get one that's the same size, that's brilliant. Really, really easy to do. So we've got our envelope, flap at the back, put the bag on the front, and you're putting the top of the bag and lining it up near to the top of the envelope. Okay, then you're going to fold the bottom part of the bag, the sealed part, up, and you're going to line it up with the bottom of the envelope, and then you're going to crease. Right, then we're going to fold the bottom part of the bag again down to this bottom edge down here, and line it up and crease. Okay, that's it. That's all there is to it. We're now going to glue it. So with the back of the bag, we're going to glue around 3 sides to attach it to the envelope. So down each side and across the bottom. And that sticks to your envelope. Now because my envelope's bigger than my bag, I want to kind of centralise it widthways a little bit and make sure that it's lined up across that bottom edge. Then I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to put glue down these 2 sides down here. So a bit there and a bit there, and fold it back. Then I'm going to flip that up, and I'm going to place glue along the bottom edge. So where that bag is closed up, I'm going to put glue across that bottom edge and then fold that down. So now we've got the pocket behind the bag, the pocket from the bag, the pocket we made from the bag, and then we've got this ultra long pocket tucked down in there, as well as when we turn it over, we've got the pocket from the envelope itself. Now you can cut off the flap if you want and have that as an open pocket, or you can keep it closed. So let's do the same with this one. So we're going to line up our bag with the top of the envelope. Let's put that flap down, and then we're going to flip that up so that it meets the bottom of the envelope. And as you can see, my envelope has been coffee dyed, so if I'm going for a slightly more vintage look, then I can use a coffee dyed envelope. Then I'm folding the bottom of the bag down to this bottom fold down here, to create that extra long pocket, and you've got that lovely crinkly sound from the paper bag. Okay, now this one's a little bit different because the envelope's slightly smaller. I'm going to put glue on the envelope rather than on the bag. So I know that it goes near the top, so we'll do it up there, and I can always add a touch more glue to the bag if I need to, if I haven't got it quite far enough up across the bottom edge. and across that side. Again, I'm not taking it right the way up to the very top. And then I can sit my bag in place. Then I'm going to pull that back and put glue down each side of the bag. Push that back. Lift up the bottom of the bag and put it across that bottom edge. And then fold it back on itself. So again, we have got the pocket behind the bag, the pocket from the bag, the pocket we've made from the bag, and that extra long side pocket as well. Now I'm not going to decorate mine up because here's one I made earlier. Right, so this was from the original pockets that I made, and as you can see I've got lots and lots of different pieces in here, and I've got this crochet cluster here on the front. So I've got a piece of crochet doily, I've got some cheesecloth, and then I've cut out a little element there. I put on some washi tape across the top of the bag here just because it strengthens the edge of that pocket up to be able to put stuff in there. I've also got a really long vintage advert in that bottom bag. We'll put that back in a minute. And then I've got these tabs which I've had for ages onto the top of the pockets. So if I take out all the different elements that are in the pockets, you can see that you can get an awful lot into those bags. I've also cut out another part of an advert and stuck it onto the top of the bag here, so across this bit here, because again, because it's a paper bag, it's quite thin, so I want to give it a bit of extra strength. So I glued a little bit of a cut out element from an old advert there, put another one of those tabs on, and then if I turn it over, I did some stamping all over the back of the envelope, and then I added a little vintage advert down there to be able to close the envelope. And then inside the envelope there's all these different pieces and bits of paper in the envelope itself, so tons and tons of space to put stuff in to be able to utilize either in your journal or to give as a bit of a gift for someone maybe. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks for joining me, and I'll hope to see you all again really soon. Bye for now. Me and me baggy jumper with me baggy envelopes. Bye.